I'm the candidate the far left fears the most. You see, when I cut your taxes, they called me a prop. When I refunded the police, they called me a token. When I pushed back on President Biden, they even called me the N-word. I disrupt their narrative. I threaten their control. The truth of my life disrupts their lies.
Of all the things that never happened, this never happened the most. Tim Scott, the only black Republican in the U.S. Senate, formally kicked off his 2024 presidential campaign on Monday, betting his upbeat message will sell in a party in which many voters are still firmly behind former President Donald Trump. According to Reuters, in a speech to supporters in his hometown of North Charleston, South Carolina, Scott, 57, leaned heavily into his personal experience as the impoverished child of a single mother as proof that America remains a nation of opportunity. Now, with a statement like, "I'm the candidate the far left fears the most. When I pushed back against President Biden, they even called me the N-word," this lets us see how the right tries to simultaneously hold a position of toughness and claim to be a victim. While that's not exclusive to conservatives, it is a feature that comes standard for them, along with discounting the importance of diversity until they kind of have it, plus downplaying America's racism and maintaining that Democrats and the left are racist. We saw some of this last month when Ted Cruz claimed that the left despises Clarence Thomas because he's a conservative African American. But see, in order to believe this, let alone say it, Ted would have to ignore the fact that Justice Thomas took away women's reproductive rights, maybe more in the future. He wasn't alone in that, sure. However, Clarence is being wined and dined by a billionaire that bought his mama's house and pays tuition for a relative's private schooling. And his wife, Jeannie, is usurping some of his power. Probably shouldn't even have this lifetime appointment in the first place after Anita Hill's testimony. Those are many of the reasons why a lot of people, especially black people, don't like Clarence Thomas. Like him, Tim Scott may be a puppet. As Rebel HQ's Max Burns put it, quote, "Tim Scott's logo of a faceless, sightless, voiceless black Republican is maybe the most accurate summation of GOP values I've seen." By the way, none of this is to suggest that the left, and especially Democrats, aren't racist. I mean, Tim Scott, black Republican, and niggles were all trending at once on Twitter today, and it made me nervous. Something about Final Fantasy 16. With all of that said, Tim Scott didn't name names and tell us who called him an N-word. Pretending like that wasn't or isn't coming from his own party makes black leftists in particular despise him. Thanks for watching. Meet the next Donald J. Trump. He's already been called a sexist and a racist. So watch how 45 inspires him. You can find the link to that video in the description below. If you're looking for more of my content, click the Jeff Wiggins hashtag or visit my YouTube channel called We Gonna Be Alright. And as a reminder, my architect knows Japanese.